Hello YouTube and welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I am your host, King Grimlock, and tonight we will be looking at Takara Animated Blackout. Now, we first got to see this fantastic, beautiful new animated toy at BotCon last year, the Hasbro version, and then it got delayed. And then Pete all got one and we all got excited again because it must be coming soon. And it got delayed. And at the moment, we don't have any shipping date on this guy. We don't have a shipping date in the US for the Hasbro version of Blackout. Takara are releasing their version of Blackout this month, May. This month, now. Which means we in the West should hopefully be getting it this month, May. This month, now. Soon we'll be able to get our animated Blackout. We'll be able to get our new animated fix. And what a fix. What a fix. Voyager class figure. There are some bones of contention about should he have been bigger than that. Much like Lugnut. Lugnut was too small. And Blackout is a little small as well. The scale isn't great. But you know what? It doesn't matter because what you get packed into this Voyager is a stunning, stunning piece. Blackout in his helicopter gunship. Now, Blackout didn't actually appear in this form in animated. He only appeared in his Cybertronian form. But, obviously, to make him recognisable, because he was only on screen for like 30 seconds in his Cybertronian form, they turned him into his movie Blackout, because he was based on the movie Blackout. And what we have is a beautiful attack helicopter. Just amazed at how nice this is. And what do you get over the Hasbro version? I mean, that's what this is going to come down to, really. You get some metallic paint apps, which is what Takara seems to be doing with them all. And they're really subtle. They're not as garish as the Starscream ones. They're much more on a par with the likes of the Prime and the not the Bumblebee maybe, but they're not garish. They're not OTT. This won't stand out in your Hasbro collection as being the Takara one because it's got loads of metallic paint. It's got enough. It also has some additional paint apps that pick out areas, but overall you're not getting anything really that different, which means that you can stick him in your collection without him looking silly. But you do get this gorgeous, massively armed, 6 Gatling cannoned helicopter gunship. I could wax lyrical about this guy for hours. I just absolutely adore what they've done with him. It's just the animated aesthetic is there with all these lovely panels and these block colours, these really solid brown, it's just one uniform colour, but for some reason it really pops, it really works. I'm going to try and keep this guy in the light so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But he's broken up by these panel lines and picked out detail. And you know what? There is very little I can say that is negative about this mode. What can I say that's negative about this mode? I've got to say something, really, haven't I? Try and be unbiased. Can you tell I've missed animated at all? I'm rambling already. What's wrong with this mode? Well, it's gimmicks. There are none, really. We've got a helicopter blade that spins. Don't worry, it doesn't. It's very unlikely that the production mode will do that. This one's got a bent prop, unfortunately. And on the underside, there isn't really anything wrong with that either. There's a bit sticking out the back, but there's nothing. Yeah, okay, well, we may as well do the gimmick now. Ready? Never finding that again. Yes, the rear helicopter blade is used as a firing mechanism. It's quite a nice little thing. The first time I did that, I did laugh to myself, to be honest, because I didn't even realise it did it. But there's not much you can say other than me sitting here and going, it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's so good to have an animated toy again. Which is why I'm going to skip straight to the robot mode. And what you notice straight off the bat with animated Blackout in his robot mode is what we saw at BotCon last year. We saw that blooming great arm cannon. We went, oh, let's hope that can come off. Guess what? It can. And you don't have to put him on there. Oh, thank you, Hasbro. Because that would have been horrible. You would have ruined what is essentially one of the best figures from the animated line. This guy is gorgeous. Great articulation, great aesthetic. I love him. I absolutely adore him. Now, what makes him so good? What makes him so quintessentially everything that is right with animated can be summed up in one simple little area. That head sculpt. Look at that. look at the detail. Yeah, they could have picked out a little bit more maybe in mandibles, but you know what it's got that no other head sculpt I've ever seen has got? He's got an articulated eyebrow. What more could you want from a toy than to be able to make him do the people's eyebrow? Oh, superb. As far as articulation goes, we've got a lot in the shoulder. One of the things to point out is this little joint here. It drops the arms back by about, don't know, 4 mil, 5 mil, but I don't know, it really aids it. It's a lovely little touch and something that was obviously seen by the designers. Went, you know what, just a little bit too far forward. Oh, let's put that in. I'm sure they won't mind. And guess what? It works. It really adds to it. It's a lovely little touch that you can do that. And again, a Voyager size figure with that level of detail is always nice to see. Downside, there are a few. He is a little on the diminutive size for what he is. He is supposed to be this massive, bulking, hulking warrior, but you know what? It works perfectly well because he has these massive shoulders, this massive body mass, and these tiny, teeny little legs. It's too short. It should have been a leader or a supreme, but let's be fair, we're lucky we got anything. So I'm not arguing that. Other downside is the elbows. It only has an in-out. It doesn't have a swivel at the elbow. It only has a swivel at the top. And there's nothing on the wrist either, other than where the transformation part. So the arms aren't hugely posable, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The guy uses so much character, and it's just got everything going for him. Round the back, zero kibble, really. I mean, these panels are designed to, it's supposed to look like sort of his cape and everything. It holds everything in place. It's pretty much zero on the kibble side of things. You know what, guys? I could wax lyrical. I really could about this toy for hours. I could tell you everything that's great about him. If you like animated, just order it now, or book yourself one, get one, no matter what. Ignore the fact that these things like that are unnecessary to make what makes this great. If you don't like animated, this is the figure that will make you like animated. Everything is right about him, and now that the Takara are releasing all of the figures, you know what? You got the second chance. You have got the chance to go and get them all again. The figures that we were never going to get hold of. We've got RC coming. So for the UK viewers out there, we've got RC coming to the UK in the Japanese form. We've got Rodimus coming. He's guaranteed to come over here because he's got a release date in Japan. We've got the Crystal 2-pack as part of the 10-year anniversary. And you've got the perfect place to start with him, with this first wave that are coming out. Actually, this is the second wave. But with the first wave, this is the first new toy that Hasbro has not yet released. You've got a perfect chance to start collecting animated toys. Animated Blackout, for me, one of the best toys in the animated line. I'm overjoyed to have been lucky enough to get my hands on one. Thank you so much to Kapow Toys for sending it through for me to review. You can just tell, if you can't tell by my voice, how excited I am by this guy. It's you're not going to order one, but do it. You can go here, Kapow Toys. Order one today. Just pre-order one today. Once it's sold out, and it will sell out. Speak to me. Drop them an email. Drop Kapow an email. Get yourself on a waiting list. These are going to be worth it. These are going to get released. They're going to be brilliant. Are we ever going to see a Hasbro version? It's not. Definitely no. But guess what? Takara have got one ready for release. So, go here. Kapow Toys. Pre-order Takara Animated Blackout. And thanks for watching, guys.